The first thing you want to do is create a border. Next thing you're going to do, once you do that, is identify, this is a 9 by 12 canvas. So with a ruler, I'm going to identify the halfway. Since this is 9 inches, I'm looking for 4.5. Four and a half with the ruler, and here it is. And do the same thing on the other side. Identify 4.5. Four and a half is right here. So now we have identified the center. Once we identify the center, we're going to put the centerpiece to divide it. However, you do not want you can either put it here, but then I'll make the water that we're going to create too short. So you just go kind of, you can best make the do is try to put it halfway or a little bit under. Once you have identified the half mark, and it's about the right size, then you go ahead and pull out your yellow and apply some yellow on the top. Now with red and yellow, you're going to make some orange. Or you buy the orange, whatever you prefer. And at the bottom here area, you go ahead and apply some orange. I'm using a flat brush. Clean the brush, dry it, and go ahead and now apply yellow underneath. Again, wash the brush, dry it, and blend the two colors by going toward the edge here with the dry brush and blend the colors. Allowing that orange to stand out. Before removing the center masking tape, wait for it to dry. Give it a few minutes to dry. This is acrylic. Okay, now it's nice and dry, so we're ready to remove the tape. Just the one in the middle. Get rid of that one. And right where this area is, we're going to place a new piece of tape, but we're going to put it right here with the above, just right there above the yellow. And we're going to leave that there and continue painting. Now the colors that we're going to be using are light blue, purple, orange, yellow, and white in that area. So this whole area is where we're going to work out right now. So let's get started. With the same flat brush, we're going to go ahead and apply the blue. Now we have to be, we're going to put several colors here, so we're going to start with the blue. Okay, that might be about right. Maybe I'll put a little, let me dry the brush and put a little bit of white to line up the sky a little bit. I'm going to do that. Just a little bit of white just to line it up a little bit. Okay, just about there. Still got all this here to work with. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, bring it down a little bit. I'm happy with the color. I'm going to go ahead and apply the purple. I'm going to apply the purple right here, just the way I'm doing here. Dry the brush with a nice dry brush. I'm going to blend the two colors right on the line. Clean the brush again and make sure that this is nice and blended. So that you eliminate the line. The next color we're going to use is orange. Dry the brush, always dry the brush. Now we're going to add the orange. I'm going to dry the orange. We're going to dry the brush, I mean. Okay, now you're going to blend these two colors. Now we'll go back to the yellow. And we're going to fill this area with the yellow. Dry the brush and blend the colors again, right on the edges here. All right. All right, we're going to wait for this area to dry, so I'm going to work here. The colors are in reverse over here. So So the first color we're going to have over here is the blue. About the same amount as up there. I'll dry the brush and apply a little bit of white just to line this up. I'll dry the brush before I continue and do this. Okay, the next color we're going to add is purple, right around here. Dry the brush and blend. The next one is the orange. Now we're going to blend the colors. Make sure the brush is dry. Let me add a little more purple here, I lost it. Alright, there we go. Now I'm going to dry the brush really well, and I'm going to blend on the line. Okay, that's good enough. Now that we've done that, we're going to remove this tape here. Now, it's very important that you have a canvas paper or canvas pad, because the tape may not come off with any other kind of paper. Now that you've done that, you let that dry. Now, what you want to do here, though, is add a little bit of yellow up here, so it'll be nice and wet. Okay, once you've done that, the orange is still wet, and now you're going to blend those colors together with a dry brush. Okay, now it's ready to allow it to dry. Blend this a little bit. And we have to remember that this here is the horizon. And you never want to put the horizon line in the center, which is why I put that tape there. See, this is the center, and I went a little bit down. That makes for a better painting. You never want to divide your painting in half. Okay, you allow it to dry a little bit, but you don't want to wait too long. Now you're going to apply going to add a little bit of black to the purple. Okay, now I'm going to turn to the filbert brush, and I'm going to apply, like I said, just a tiny bit of black. And I'm going to go ahead and add a line here. Go slowly. Now a little bit over here. Actually, this is a good spot to do it. Okay. I'm going to do the same thing down here in reverse. So we have a line goes around here. Okay. And maybe we'll add another one right around here. Okay, I think that should be enough. Then allow that to dry. Again, or you can just use a hair fan to dry it quicker. This is acrylic, it doesn't take that long to dry anyway. Sometimes some colors you do have to wait at least 5 minutes before it dries. While waiting for this to dry, we're going to take some brown, light brown, and we're going to decide right around here, we're going to draw a little island. Okay, we're going to fill that up with the brown. Run it this way, it's going to be land, so you make sure you're running it the way I'm doing it. Now we could make that a little higher. Maybe I'll just make it a tiny bit higher. Okay, we let it sit again and let it dry. Okay, once this area is dry, we can now go ahead and do something different. So we're going to go ahead and create the sun right around here. And we're going to try to make it nice and round. Okay. We'll just Do a little bit here, just a little bit. And we go ahead and with a fan brush, just kind of go over it, just like that. Gonna go ahead and add a little more before it dries. Add a little more white. While it's still nice and wet, I'm gonna do it again. And just do it till you're satisfied. There we go. And very softly spread it out. Okay, that could do. Now the sun is hitting. So we're going to take this fan brush and we're going to start right around here. The sun is hitting right around here. And as we go, make sure it's thick. Then go, move it down. Then a little bit here. Yeah, it's still wet there, but that's okay. Some here. Now just start applying just the tip of the brush. Just tapping it in a little bit here. Okay. Let me tap some more here. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. And now the tip of the brush is increasing. Alright, done with that part. Waiting for this area to dry. We're going to go ahead and take a liner. Take up some of that black. And we're going to show some birds in the distance. With the filbert brush, we're going to add some white over here. Make it thick so it can be seen. And I add some white up here. Put some over here. I think I'm going to have one more. And one more over here, just to make it interesting. Alright. Not happy with this here, so I'm just going to go tap, tap a little bit just going to pick up a little bit of orange to separate these lines here. The yellow, separate these here a little bit. And let's see if I can fix that. Let me do the little tapping. Yeah, I think this is going to be better. With the tip. There we go. It's a lot better. Let's elongate this a little one. All right, now we're going to add green. We're going to create grass around here. So let's do that. We're going to start tapping, making sure that some of that brown for dirt shows, okay? So we're going to tap. Let me cover this whole area. Now I'm going to tap in some of that grass growing high. Make him different. Some taller than others. Notice how I'm holding the fan brush. You can do it this way also. Okay, I think I want to add over here. Okay, that's good. Once we do that, now we're ready. You can let that dry for a little bit if you want. Okay, I'm back from a coffee break, so it's time to do this. It's a good idea to take breaks and relax before we take the next move. That's why I do not mind taking breaks here. All right, we're going to start by, we're going to use some black. And we're going to put black on an angle brush. Here we go. let's say I think we're going to put it, the one in the back, because we're going to have two of them. The one in the back, we're going to probably start around here. It's a shorter one. And then we're going to increase it. And it's going to go in there. Now, with the liner, we're going to start creating the branches. Still with the black. Yeah, let's see how far down, maybe a little bit longer. And we're going to add another one. Maybe I'll have it around here. Okay, let's try to keep it thinner than this. Add another one over here. And now, as I put them, they get a little shorter. Add another one here. See how it's a little shorter? And this one is a little shorter. And then over here, I'm just going to curve one in. Like that. Okay. We're going to use a small fan brush. And we're going to go ahead and just put a little bit of black. Make sure you clean the brush a little bit. You don't want too much black. And then we're going to slide carefully on the line. Slide. There we go. That's one. Same thing over here. Slide at an angle. Slide. Slide. And there we go. The short one is a little harder, so take your time. There we go. And we do the same thing over here. Alright. Pick up a little more paint. Tap it a little bit to get rid of, you don't want too much black on the brush. Although you're going to get a blob. You don't want a blob. So just slowly, with the tip of the brush, at that one, and at this one. And we do the same here. Cover this here. And we do this one here. Okay, we're gonna take, let's take a bright green. So let me add yellow to the green. And we're gonna add yellow to the green to create a lighter green for this area where the sun is still hitting. And then a little darker green on this side. So we're going to go to the darker green. Again, tap it. And do it again. Just to make sure that some of that black is still showing. Okay, here. Okay, a little more. And let's finish this here. Okay. Okay, let's apply the lighter green now. Lighter see? That's a lighter green there. Maybe it's hitting this one a little bit. Going back to the darker green for this one here. It's not showing. So, and over here. Okay. Now we put the fan brush aside, go back to the angle brush. With the angle brush, we're going to pick up a little bit of white, just a tiny bit, and let the sun hit right around here. Just a little bit. Then it's not working. Let's do this. Oh. Okay, okay. Okay, that's the shortest one. Now this area we can fix. I had a little yellow here to shrink this up here. Okay, next. Back to the angle brush and black color. Alright, we're going to go ahead and make this one in this direction. Much taller. Let us stick out and go over that one. So here we go. This is the thicker one. So we're going to make sure that we put it right around here. So it's taller than that one, so we go here. And as we go down, we start squeezing. Okay. Enlarge it here a little more. Okay, back to the liner. Okay, we want the lines to go about one third around here. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and we continue till we create like an umbrella. Now remember, as they get to the back, they get shorter. So this one is a little shorter. Got one more over here. And a little curve. Let's curve this one in this direction. Okie doke. Oh, you know what? Looks like we need one more over here. Okay. We're ready to go. Once we do that, we pick up the small the small fan brush again, and we start the same process. Tap the fan brush a little bit so you don't put in too much, and let's go for it. Notice I'm doing this nice and light. Okay, this is the hard one. So I just kind of just barely touch it. Let me let this one run over. This one over here. And continue. Okay. Let's do this one. And then one more. Now, it's okay to go ahead and pick up the dark green and apply it here. Remember, don't cover the, leave some of that black showing. Slide, 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 slide. Slide, slide, slide. Slide, slide, slide. We can do two on here, so let's add some more green. All right. Over here. All right, now let's decide where the sun is hitting, and I apply the lighter green. Sun seems to be hitting here. It might be hitting here a little bit. Slide. Slide, slide, slide. I want some of that green to see, want her to show a little bit here. And it hits over here. Slide, slide, slide. There we go. So what's next? Want a little more green over here. Okay, well I have this green. That steps up that green. Now we're using the lighter green here, just to kind of pull forward. Okay, let's liven it up a little bit. It's too dark. Okay. Okay, let's look at it and see what we have to do. Well, we definitely should fix this here with a little bit of green. No blotches. There we go. Over here looks like we could use a little more. Some of that green. Okay. Let's see what else is left. I can only think of one little thing. And I think I'm going to use the liner for this one to add a little bit of white on the edge very carefully. Alright, let's use the little fan brush to pull over here. See if I can turn it a little bit. Can't see it, so I'm going to try this way. I want it to stand out a little more here. Let's take a look at it, if there's anything I should do. It looks like there's only one more little thing I can do, and that's to add a little bit of that lighter green over here. Okay, I'm looking at it, and I think I can consider that the final product. Okay. All right. Looks good. Let's see what it looks like without the masking tape. This is to decorate a nice wall. Take this tape off. See how easily it comes off if you use canvas paper? Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, and now this one. Voila! There we go. Well, I sure hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, share, and like. See you next time.